Hi, my name's Amanda. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to tell you what oil painting supplies you should buy from Michaels as a beginning oil painter. Okay, first you need a surface to paint on. I would suggest using canvas paper. Canvas paper at Michaels comes in these notepads, then you can just tear off a piece and start painting on it. Alternatively, you can buy a canvas pack. Michaels has a bunch of different kinds of canvas packs in a bunch of different sizes. So if you decide to buy a canvas pack, I would suggest buying some kind of table easel that you can use to put the canvas on. Next you need palette paper. Palette paper at Michaels is right by the canvas paper. My Michaels was out of it, but yours would probably be right next to the canvas paper. Palette paper is really nice because it is mess-free, and as soon as you're done painting, you can just throw the whole piece of paper away. Next, you're going to want to buy some paints. The paint that I would suggest you using is the Level 1 Artist Loft paint. If you want to invest more in these first tubes of paint, I would suggest buying the Winsor Newton oil paints. Or if you want to just jump to the professional oil paint, I would suggest buying the Gamblin oil paint. Next is, what colors should you buy? I would suggest buying a crimson, a ultramarine blue, a lemon yellow, a burnt umber, and a titanium white. You might want to think about buying a bigger tube of titanium white because you'll probably go through this color a lot. Next, you need a paint thinner. The paint thinner that I use and that a lot of other artists use is Gamsol. Gamsol is practically odorless and is less toxic than the other paint thinners out there. But just remember, with using Gamsol, you need to be in a well-ventilated room. Next, you need something to hold your Gamsol in. Michaels has these glass jars with wire pieces on the bottom, so you can buy either one of these. Next, you need a palette knife. Palette knives at Michaels are fairly cheap, and you can pick whatever size or shape that you want. A palette knife is really important because oil paint is really thick, and your brush can often not pick up enough paint to mix together for the next color that you'll need. So you can use a palette knife to mix up a bunch of colors and mix them up much easier than it would be if you were brush mixing. Next, you need brushes. I would suggest buying any kind of Michaels brush packs. Michaels has a lot of different kinds of brush packs, and you can pick which one you would like. Here's some examples of some of the brushes that I use when I'm oil painting. They're very soft on your finger, and these would probably be more considered like watercolor brushes, because like when you go to Michaels, a lot of times the oil painting specific brushes are really thick and tough bristles, which I personally do not like when I'm oil painting. The paintbrushes that I use are from Treckle, and I really like any of the Spectrum line. I think that's just the type of bristle that they use. But yeah, if you really want to invest in your brushes, I would look into these. Lastly is something to clean your brushes, and since oil paint is oil-based, you need an oil-based soap. So Michaels has this pink Speedball oil paint soap, so I would suggest buying that. Okay, and that is my list for what you should buy as a beginning oil painter, buying from Michaels. This list is right around $100 to $120 is what you'll spend. Thank you so much for watching this video. Comment below if you have any questions about what I suggested you buy, and subscribe for more how-tos on how to oil paint. Thanks, bye!